everybody. Good evening and welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with your host. It's me, Bunny Sugars. So I hope you guys are in for a good show today. Get excited, get comfortable, get you some hot chocolate because it's cold for no good reason. Get you some coffee, get you some tea, get comfortable, hit that like, share, and subscribe button because we do go live on a regular basis. And if you want to get caught up to when we are going live, make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell. So then you don't have to hunt for links on the internet because that gets exhausting. So just go ahead and hit those bells and you'll be told every time we come online. So while we're all getting comfortable, we're all getting settled. Hello, everybody. Good evening. As per usual, I like to go through some house rules, and house rules are important. Why? Because it keeps us in check sometimes, occasionally, once in a blue moon. So as for house rules, if you're new here, listen close because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. So go ahead, everybody. If you're listening or watching on Facebook and YouTube, go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I mean, you're going to do that too. Right? You're going to do that too. But you need to go ahead and type your burning questions into the chat because we are answering questions live. However, if you are having any issues on Facebook, go ahead and just jump to the YouTube link. You can find all those links in the chat below, or you can just go on YouTube and search up My Psychic Connection. So be very aware, though, when you're asking questions through these platforms, we cannot answer legal, pregnancy, or anything medical because those are no-nos in certain countries. We don't want trouble this day, and that can be illegal, and we just don't want to cross those boundaries. We want to leave it to the professionals with the degrees and, who get the big dollars to do those things. It's not us. So if you want some cheat codes to life, I got you covered. Go ahead, and if you're looking to get your question answered first at the front of the line, skip the line, get it answered right there immediately, go ahead and leave a donation. You can go to duringryanlive.com and you can leave a donation. You can select a 3-minute, a mini, a medium, and a mega. One day I'm going to get all those M's together. Today is just not that day though. But watch, one day I'm going to get it right. But the mini, the medium, and the mega, those are all untimed readings. And if you're looking for a mediumship, you can select that with a mega, although I will tell you, I am not your best selection for mediumship. I'm going to leave that to the other girls and the other friends here on My Psychic Connection who can get you that mediumship, but we do mediumships. It's just in the mega readings only. So if you also feel so kind, if you like the show, you like what we're doing here, go ahead and leave a review at journeyryan.live.com. And you can leave a review for us. We love feedback. We love all that good stuff. So now that I've talked your face off, remember, hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons. And let's get prepared because today we have an emoji contest. As per usual, we love an emoji contest. So go ahead, start throwing all those emojis in the chat. I am watching. I do see. Linda says, you crack me up. I love your spirit. Thank you so much, Linda. I am a hoot. Gemma says, you look so cute. Thank you so much, Gemma. You guys are awesome today. Look, we're already getting started with the chaos. So let us create some chaos. Although yesterday was the day for chaos. Every day is the day for chaos. Because guess what? Sagittarius season is coming up. It's my time to shine, y'all. It's not here yet, but we're around the corner. So get ready because I'm excited. It's my season. My season is coming. Ooh. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and start jumping into the questions. Get those emojis rolling. Keep going. Sabrina says, hello, love. My partner and I are applying for rentals. Yay, yay, we love that. Do you have any sort of description of a house we will get? So, Sabrina, I'm going to let you know I'm not very much of a visionary. We're going to call it that. I'm not much of a visionary. I'm really good at certain types of descriptions. However, I did get mentally a hit on what I'm looking at for your house. I'm not great at descriptors though. Your options right now are a little bit on the limited side. So you have a 7 of Cups reverse. Your options are limited. And this is simply because in order to get to this Wheel of Fortune that you're looking for, this house, this very nice little situation that you're looking for, you and your partner need to sit down a little bit more and go ahead and just really converse about what's going on, what you want, what you need, because I'm not feeling a lot of energy pushed to that way, but not only is there not a lot of energy being pushed that way, I feel like at the minimum, you would probably get like an apartment maybe. And that's what I see in my head is an apartment. So I think there needs to be a little bit more just kind of jumped or just focused, more so not jumped, but focused into that, because I'm not seeing a house. I'm not seeing that push. I see you getting something, but I'm not seeing a house. So I really think you two need to kind of sit, converse, have some real solid thoughts, because your options right now are limited. It's not a bad thing. There's just no balance in what you're asking for and what you're looking for. And in order to get that balance, there has to be a direct conversation about what, how, when, and why. Less about the why. We already know why. But you need the other three factors in order to get to the meat and potatoes of it. So it's like I can't see a house in which you two aren't fully in agreement on. It's like there seems to be some mismatch of opinions here going on. So there's definitely Ooh, me and the bell. We're already starting to fight with the bell today. So I love that for us. But thank you so much, Sabrina, for your question. Good luck in your search. You got this. Your wheel fortune's all right. You got this. All right, you guys. So remember, emojis. Emojis are important. Emojis get you a free reading with me. Like, sharing, and subscribing also get you some cool bonus points with me, because I like that. I like seeing that. It makes me happy. And the more people we have in the show or in the chats, the more chaos I get to create. So if you like chaos, I'm your girl. So go ahead and keep leaving those emojis in the chat, and let's go ahead and jump into our next question. We're on a roll. Audrey, hi Audrey. She says, hi, can you tell me if my daughter Kaylee and her friend Sabian will reconnect again, or is this friendship over? Aw, I hate when, you have a friend and things just seem to not work out, unfortunately. I feel like it's a little bit over. I feel like it's over. And let me explain. Because I don't feel like it's a definite. I feel like right now the eye is not being seen. So you have a 5 of Wands here, and this is really talking about a lot of infighting. This is complications. This is infighting. This is things just not going right. This is not seeing eye to eye. There's conflict. This 5 of Wands, this is straight up conflict. Look, everyone is out here kung fu fighting. Everyone has conflict right now. So the two of them are not really seeing eye to eye, and this could be more one-sided than the other. There's a full reverse here, so there's not looking like a fresh restart into this friendship between the two of them. And with this 3 of Cups, that really says there's not like a fresh influx of energy coming into their friendship. So I feel like, is this going to be like a super permanent separation for them? Nothing is super permanent if you don't want it to be. Free will does impact everything. But right here, right now, as I see it in these cards today, yeah, it looks like this is kind of over. I think there's just such a difference in viewpoints and opinions and feelings. I feel like one doesn't feel heard by the other doesn't feel heard. It's just like this clash and nothing's getting solved. And so I feel like, honestly, it may be better to just walk away and let this go for a few years. And then maybe one day when there's a different air of maturity to the both of them, they can come together. That's always possible. However, I feel like this chapter for them is going to come to a close. It just feels tense. It's like boom, boom, like big clash. I'm sorry, that sucks when friendships go awry, but I do hope I was able to help give you some clarity. And you guys, I can see your emojis. You guys are working it. Look at all the hearts, all the emojis. Look at all the hearts. I love the hearts. The green hearts, those are K hearts. I love what's going on. You guys are awesome with these emojis today. So go ahead, because remember, you get a free reading for me, and that's always a time and a half. And if you like a time and a half, I'll give you a time and a half. So let's go ahead and jump into another question, because we have energy today. Gemma says, Adam's work is going to be a bit crazy and all over the place for a while, but can you see when he'll be able to come visit and stay with me? He doesn't want to leave too long. Ooh, okay, that's very interesting. He's going to be away for a while. I feel like I hear weeks really strong. So how many weeks? Maybe like I almost want to say like 3 or so weeks. It's like between 1 to 3 weeks he may be gone. He's not going to be gone too particularly long, but I do think it is going to be a little bit of time. It's going to be some time. I don't necessarily think this is going to be a bad thing. I don't think he has much of a choice though. Again, the 7 of Cups is following y'all today. What is going on? Like options are limited. He kind of has to go. He doesn't have a choice but to go. Let me see. So there's going to be a little bit of a period of loneliness that comes in, but I don't think this is without too much issue. It's just a work situation. He'll be back and then he'll be probably messaging you periodically throughout this work situation. So quite honestly, Gemma says it's long distance and only see each other a few times a year. Yeah, I think it's not gonna feel too much different. He might have to be quiet for a little bit because work trips and work things are super duper important. I don't think it's gonna cause much issue to the relationship. I think it's just gonna be quiet. He'll be back in your inbox shortly. I don't think you have anything too much to worry about, thankfully. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Now the next time he'll be able to come stay with you, Gemma, the next time he'll be able to come stay with you, I feel like this is closing in on spring. So maybe spring 2024, I feel like. I'm not seeing any time closing in on this winter. So more in terms of spring, potentially being, as long as everything provided keeps going as it is. In terms of scheduling, because I feel like what could happen is like a little bit of a schedule hiccup and I hope I was able to help give you some clarity, Gemma. So, that was a little bit tricky. Time frames are weird for us psychics, guys, because we can see time frames, but it's hard to give them approximate time frames and look at all those emojis. Gemma says, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I think spring, but time frames are so tricky because your free will, you guys. Oh my God, Melee X. She's like, where's your rabbit? My fur baby? Oh my goodness. I'm 100% sure he is somewhere on the floor, probably doing cute things. He's probably laid out. They've been the fur babies have been very sleepy. The winter is coming. They're shedding a lot. It's they blow their coat every season. And now they're eating a lot and they're sleeping more. So it's just that time of year. He's probably going to be a little bit more. He's going to be more sleepy. You'll probably see him periodically. My babies. They're so cute. Their names are Toro and Nori. Toro's the one you see in this video. Nori has her own room. She's a grown girl. She has her own room. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys so much. And also, Gemma asks, how many do I have? I have 2 fur babies. I have 2 Netherland dwarf rabbits, Toro and Nori. Toro is named because Toro, when you do sushi, my fiance is a sushi chef. He told me that the most expensive part of like a tuna is the Toro. That's like the fattest, most expensive part. It's very, very rich. I've had it before. So he is a spoiled fat tuna prince. That's what I call him. Nori is seaweed, obviously, and she is my seaweed princess. So I'm shooting for 1 more. Or 6 more. It depends on how many I can get away with. So I would like just a fluffle, a gang of fluffles. However, those are my two babies. I love them so much. When I get more, I'll let you guys know. I don't know when that's going to be. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I see all your awesome emojis going on. So let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Let's see what we got going on here. And my ex is the man Joe I'm talking to interested in me? That is a super good question. So let's Let's change decks. Let's get into this romance a little bit. Is he interested? I feel like there is an interest that's centered onto you, definitely. And I'll explain why in these cards in a second. I feel like there's a bit of a hesitation. I think it's a bit of a hesitation. I think he has an interest, but he's not looking to push forward into the relationship aspect. So there's a lack of naivete that's coming through with him with this fresh meat card. These cards are so bright, but they're so pretty. But then there's this lack of free spirit card. So this gives me the idea that he's a very loyal individual. He's a one person kind of guy. However, you do have two cards that come after that where it's rejected upright and the proposal reverse. So this is talking about you feeling rejected by him. He's not really taken to the advances. And then also that proposal card, him not looking to enter into a relationship. So I think there's general interest in terms you pique his curiosity. However, I don't think he's quite ready to move into that sector of a situation with you. I don't think this is the end for y'all. I just think he's just not thinking about it clearly. I think eventually he may turn around and change his mind. However, for the most part, I feel like it's just not the right time for the two of you yet. It hasn't been enough time that has gone through. And also, he seems to be dealing with some other things on his own end. Let's see. I don't think he has anything like another girlfriend or anything like that. I just think he is interested, but I feel like it's the speed of how you want to take the relationship that's kind of giving you some pause and making you question, because I feel like he wants to take things slow. I see you feeling rejected because you're feeling rejected because he's not taking things a little bit faster, or it just seems like he's uninterested, and that's not necessarily the case. It's more so a situation of he's just not trying to move in the same speed. And I think it's a expectation versus reality thing that's a little bit wonky between the two. Oh, I figured it out. I got it. Thank you so much, Emma, for your beautiful question. You guys, we're doing great today. Let's see. So I do want to get into something because, I always talk about the things I notice. I don't necessarily, I'm an observer. How's that? I'm a life observer. My whole thing for the entirety of my life has been watching people go through things, especially romantic things. So I tend to notice things about people's relationship, and trust me, it's kind of a double-edged sword because I'm always the one who cannot figure it out, like emotionally for myself, but I can figure it out in everyone else. It's the fun double-edged sword of being a psychic. So something I've kind of picked up on is kind of how we look at our expectations versus reality for our partners. I feel like because in our head we have a certain type of person that we're supposed to be with, or that we think we would like, we end up essentially putting too much pressure on an individual. And then we get really jacked up when we have that pressure put and we're trying to get them to act in the way that we want to, even if you think you're not, sometimes the thing is they can kind of subconsciously pick up on what it is we're expecting from them. It's like how people want their partners to be more romantic or be more this, but your partner may not be very keen or adept in the ways of romance. We end up putting more pressure in that section of our relationship, and then sometimes we end up flopping or fumbling our own bag with our relationships because we don't allow our partners to just be our partners. There is something to be said for understanding the love language between two individuals being different and both accommodating for those love languages, but then it becomes a little bit of a kerfluffle. Can we call it that? It's going to be a kerfluffle today. It's a little bit of a kerfluffle when those needs aren't being met and it makes us mad, but then we don't respect that their way of showing love is completely different from ours. So let's say your love language is gift giving. Mine is you may get a gift here and now and periodically, like once in holidays and stuff, but your person is more of an act of service. Giving can be an act of service, but not in the same way. So let's say they take out the trash or something like that. That's how they're showing love. But then you're not getting that reciprocation of that gift giving. But then you put more pressure and say, well, I would love you to get me more gifts sometimes. And that just isn't something that clicks with them. So it's like, what do you feel you should do in a situation like that? Do you accept your partner for their, not necessarily their shortcomings, but just how they express, how they process? Do you learn to compromise, or do you put so much validity and so much weight into these love languages? Like, where do you strike your balance? And that's just some like a carrot for your thoughts here. Where do you strike the balance? And I usually have these little topics to reflect on, to just kind of sit and think about, because it's something that I think a lot of people don't ask themselves. Where is the balance? My love language is gift giving and acts of service. If I love you, I will give you gifts and I will feed you. My fiance, he's more of an act of service. So that is 100% okay. So I realize I won't always receiving gifts, but he also shows love to me in how he takes care of me in the house and the rabbits and other things. So it's kind of like, where are you able to draw that compromise? It may not be what you want, but it is the way they show love. Can you accept that? So can you accept your partner for the things that you may want from them, but they show you in different ways? It's just, again, a carrot for your thoughts. And that's what we're going to start calling these talks, carrot for your thoughts. Melee says that's beautiful. It's a balance. It definitely is a balance. And I think we forget that when we're looking at romantic relationships. It's a balance. You won't get what you want. You may deserve the world, but sometimes you got to compromise what that world looks like. I know I deserve a new Kate Spade purse, the chalk pink Love Shack, that purse. I deserve it, but am I going to get it? Maybe for myself. Is he going to get it? Maybe, maybe not. But does that mean he doesn't love me because I don't get this purse? Not necessarily. The purse, the gift, the material possession does not make the relationship. That's what I'm saying. Please. Now everyone's going to be like, so what purse is this? Because now they're going to be like, what's on your Christmas list, ma'am? I don't know yet. It's a great thought. I love that for us. And you guys are awesome with these emojis, because I see them coming in. You guys are doing phenomenal. Don't forget, though, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to skip the line with questions, because we're about to get into some questions in a minute. Like, if you want to skip the line and get your question answered immediately, go to journeyridelive.com and go ahead and go to the donation page, and y'all will be jumping right on in there. Y'all be first. Y'all be the first. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into some more questions. We're having a good time today. Arista says, when is Hassan, I got it right, when is Hassan going to contact me? Is he going to contact me soon? Did he really not care, or is he going through something bad? So the first thing I hear is that he's going through something. I feel like going through something right here. And I think it has little to do with you. Does he really not care? No, I feel like that was a front. This is all just intuitive hits right now. He's fronting. He's fronting because he's frustrated, because he's going through something. Is he going to contact you soon? Not as soon as you would like. Possibly closing in toward December or in December. So sometime late in the season, potentially. Again, time frames are really wonky. Unfortunately, I cannot always get a clear time frame for you. Just unfortunate realities of being me. But I do think he does care. I do think he's putting up a front, but I also think there's a need for him to mature through something that he's going through. I think he is going through some things at home. So the first card that just kind of flew out was the late bloomer card in reverse. I feel like I said, he's going through something that he needs to mature through. This is something you can't help him with. This is something he's got to figure out on his own time. And so I think, unfortunately, because you can't help him through it, he needs to learn how to, look, this is nothing but things are moving real fast for homie here, and then he needs to learn to work through it. There's a working through it. Now, Three of Pentacles can be working together, but I think in this case, it's more so he might need to work together with some other vehicles outside of you. You cannot fix every issue, but he is eventually going to contact. But right now, things are just not looking good. This could be financial. This could be familial. This could be something that, again, nothing to do with you personally, just more so something going on. And with these pentacles reversed the way they are, this looks financial. So he's probably a little bit sporadic because his money isn't looking right, and money is very important right now because you can't, if you don't make money, you can't eat. I feel that. So I think he does care. I think he's just fronting. He's fronting, and I think he's fronting because he's frustrated because he's going through something that is out of his control, and he needs to regain control of the shit. Once he has control of the shit. Risa, I was really getting into that one, but thank you so much for your beautiful question, and good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So you guys, I see the emojis. We're doing great. Let's go ahead and keep jumping in through some questions and see what else is coming through for us today, because we have time and I have energy. No caller ID X. Does my twin flame love me? Okay, so let's see. Very interesting. No, I'm not going to get into the whole... I'm not going to get into twin flames and the definitions, because I know sometimes we just speak in general terms. I'm going to be honest here with you because I'm a straight shooter. I don't think he loves you the way you want him to love you. You have Eight of Flutes reversed. This is talking about a self-elimination. This is someone who is really not there. Now, you have a very specific card here for the right reasons reversed. This tells you everything you need to know. I don't think that he has the same love for you that you have for him, and that makes things a little bit difficult. I almost wonder if at any point that there's been somebody who he may have had connections with. I wonder if it's like a past lover or something like that, because there's another energy here. You're not, this is the final tune, this is reverse. You're not the only one in the forefront of his mind. So I'm almost wondering here if there is someone else who has his like primary focus or attention in the same way. But considering what's going on, you also have a 10 of rings reversed. Excuse me, 10 of flutes reversed. This is the proposal, and this is reversed. I don't think he has the feelings that you want him to have for you. It's not you. This seems more like a him situation, quite frankly. He's not necessarily able to grow up, emotionally grow up, is what I feel. So I hate that that's the answer, but I hope that was able to give you some clarity. And I do wish you all the luck with that one. So thank you so much, my friend, for your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful question. Let's see. I see the emojis going through. You guys are doing great. Remember, if you continue to throw some emojis in that chat, you get a free reading from me in the last 15-ish minutes of the show. You get a free reading from me, and I pull whatever I feel comes to you. And also, remember, man, my brain just went womp and just deleted itself. So we're going to scrap everything I was about to say. No caller ID says, thank you so much. You are so very, very welcome, my friend. My brain just wiped itself out. We just did a factory reset by accident. So we're just going to go ahead and jump to the next question, because my brain was like, no, ma'am. I love that when the brain fog hits. Sophie asks, hey, could you tell me if things are going to work out with me and Alan? Okay. All right, Sophie, let's see what I get. I feel like the possibility is there. I feel like the possibility is certainly there. I feel like he's going to have to want it, though. Well, it's not that he doesn't want it, though. That's the thing. It's just he needs to put effort. That's it. Effort. I got this, Sophie. My brain might have did a factory reset. So you have a six of pentacles here. This is talking about a little bit of balance, but then a little bit of give and take. I like a six of pentacles gives me the idea of give and take, because look at the hands taking at the bottom and look at the person up here giving. Give and take, give and take. Look, it's a whole thing, right? So there's a give and take here that needs to be aligned, because he's not doing 100% enough on his end to give you more. It's kind of in the realm of he takes a little bit more, but it's not like in a derogatory or a bad way. It's just that he isn't, again, this kind of goes into love language. Look, I have a theme today, y'all. Look, this goes into that talk of love language I just had. It's almost like he's not giving you something that you require to feel balanced, because I see him having feelings for you. Like, he has feelings for you, but he's not giving out emotionally what it is you need. This is a butterflies card. This is a six of flutes. This is talking about that oohs and ahs, the rose-colored glasses, the oohs and ahs, loves feeling. That's what this is with this hopeless romantic card right here. He has love to give you. He wants to give you the love. He doesn't know how to give you the love. Sophie says, thank you so much, my lovely. You are so very welcome. Look, I got you. It is a situation where he's not giving enough emotionally. And so now you have to kind of, again, this is that love language balance conversation, but also sometimes you can kind of, let them know in a kind way that's not accusatory. Me and the bell, but I think I can give this little advice generally to everyone. If you have a partner who's not necessarily giving you what you want emotionally, it hurts literally not at all to just have a conversation with them. Say, hey, sometimes I would be really happy if you could do this for me. And if they, are reciprocative of your conversation, remember, you got to go in. You can't be all, accusatory or you never get anything. You can't do that. You got to go in kind of soft and gentle with it and just say, hey, I would really like it if sometimes you could do this for me. Sometimes you have to be really direct because people can't read our minds. Got to be direct. Got to allow them a chance to receive what you're trying to pick up. And sometimes you got to be direct. I know we love people to read our minds, but they can't. It would be really nice. It would make the world a better place, but they can't. So you sometimes have to be super duper direct, but in a really kind and gentle way. So that's some advice for everyone on that whole love language conversation. Sometimes you just have to be direct with what you want and what you need. I don't think you can just go asking for your partner for like a new Louis Vuitton. I mean, if you can, I don't see the problem. But no, just what's like, oh, I would like it if you take out the trash more stuff. You gotta sometimes point your partner in the right direction, male or female. You gotta point us in the right direction, because sometimes people need you to be direct. But if you can get that Louis Vuitton, just go ahead and go for it. I'm all for it. Maximalism. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Sophia, for your question. I hope I was able to help give you a little bit more clarity. Let's go ahead and get into our next one. I love how the themes are theming today, though. Melee X, hi, love. Can I know a little bit more about a new guy you saw coming in my life? Publicly far from excuse me, words are getting hard. Look, I promise y'all I can see. Publicly far as his personality and financial stability this year. So you want to know about his personality and if he got the coins. Does he have the bag, and does he have a decent personality to match? I got you. All right. So let's look into that. I love being nosy. Melee knows what's up. So does he have the personality? Ooh, does he have the coins and the personality? So I think for the most part, the personality is a little bit, I feel isolationist. Mela says, yep, LOL, yep. We are nosy bystanders here. And that's what I like being. So I think for your future person coming, I think they're a little bit more on a logical side. They're very giving in terms of personality, but then also I feel like there's a little bit of lack of grounding in the financial because there's this giving personality. So you're coming through with the Six of Pentacles, but also a Nine of Pentacles. This feels like a lack of grounding, but then also too much giving energy. Remember, give and takes with that Six of Pentacles, but also because they give too much to others, I feel like sometimes they find themselves a little bit in a rut. And it's not because they do it out of like bad habits or malice. This just feels like someone with a very big heart that does too much for other people. It's like that type of person who would send their mom like $600 just because mom, I love you, here's $600. Like those types of people still exist. However, in terms of emotional security, I think you will get that, especially with this Ten of Cups. So financial, it's a little bit on the side of a little bit shaky from time to time. I feel like they're very analytical, but that heart is very big and they give a lot. So that could be like really good, but then also a little bit concerning in some regards. So it just depends on how. Me and the bell. I'm sorry, I gotta stop here, but it just depends on how you want to twist and turn that information, if it's good or not. But thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful question. So let's go ahead and jump into our next question. We got time, and y'all better start throwing those emojis down there because it's almost, we almost got to announce it. We got to crown the winner soon. Quenisha asks, "Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. She wants to know, I was wondering, would I receive my workers' comp? It's been a process getting everything to them, and they're still adding things I need to send to them. So let's see. Will that come through? I feel like, yes, you will get that financial abundance that you're looking for. I do see it coming. And there's a Ten of Wands reverse coming at the jump of that. So that's not a bad thing. That literally means that things are going to get better. And then with the Two of Pentacles, that means you have some kind of, you still have a little bit of a trial and tribulation to go through, I feel like, for another month or two. So by the new year, I almost feel like closer into December, January-ish, I feel. I don't know what this was, but we're just gonna go with it. However, you have this Nine of Wands here, and that's really kind of symbolizing that, yeah, this is something you're going to be able to hurdle over. So the stress of this is going to be gone. I feel like by December. I feel like by December. I feel 6 weeks, so very specifically 6 weeks. So I think that's just something that isn't going to, oh, look, you got a Sun card, and then you also got a Three of Pentacles. So it's coming through. It's coming. You're doing everything you need to. You just got to go through a little bit more hurdles, and you have to deal with people doing foolishness. But I do feel like that it is coming. It's just coming a little bit slower, but you're right around the corner. You're like right at the finish line. Here is the end of the tunnel, and here are you. You are closing in like Pac-Man to the. Don't ask me what those hand signals were. We're just gonna roll with it, my friend. Thank you so much, Quenisha, for your beautiful question. You guys are awesome. And good luck, because look, like I say every daggone show, we can't be cute and broke. One of us in this chat got to get their life together. It ain't me just yet. It could be me, but it ain't me just yet. So I'm hoping one of y'all in here, someone hit the lottery and then give the blessings. Oh my God. You guys are awesome today. Thank you so much. And let's jump into our next question. I'm hoping someone wins the lottery. Shoot. It would be nice. Mila asks, will I be with my person for New Year's involved traveling? Ooh. Let's see. So will you be with your person for New Year's? I think yes. Will it involve traveling? Not the traveling you expected. So maybe a little bit. It's a maybe. It just depends on a couple of things. But let's pull some cards. So I do think your person will be around for New Year's. Will you be traveling though? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the type of traveling you're looking for. I feel like you're going not far from home. I feel like with your person, yeah, but not far from home. So this doesn't look like you're going to like see the ball drop in New York City or anything like that. Not to But look, if you can make it happen, go for it. It's gonna be cold as crap. Pack a jacket. But if you make that happen, go for it. If that's what you're looking for. I just don't think you two are gonna go super duper far or have like some extensive travel plan going on. I kind of more so feel like, I feel like more so there's a little bit more planning that needs to go into something like that. So it's like it's not impossible, but you do got to plan this out just a little bit more. Just keep kind of trying to organize. I think organization here is the big thing. So it's an attempt. You just got to push through for it. So I hope that was able to help you. That was a very interesting question. And I now am realizing New Year's is like 10 minutes away. It's really crazy. And my birthday is around the corner in December too. I'm like, ew. There's too much going on here. Too much. We flew through this year really, really fast, and I don't like that. It's like the first 6 months of this year was a whirlwind for me, and now we've avalanched into the daggone December time period. And now it's starting to snow in some places. I'm over it. I would like things to slow down. So you guys keep going on with those emojis. Oh shoot. Like, we're gonna get words together. I swear, I promise. We're gonna get the words together. But keep going with those emojis because we still have time before we crown our winner. And let's go ahead and jump to another question. There's Sophie with the bunnies. Yes, all the rabbits behind me, another rabbit behind me, the live one somewhere knocked out. Monica asks, I would love to know any good news on my way going through a rough patch. Okay, Monica, let's see. I love the little fairy icon you have too. That's so cute. It reminds me of a little cotton candy fairy. I love it. So let's find some good news for Monica. Let's see. I feel like balance. There's a balance in something. If you feel like things have been a little bit off kilter, a little bit off center, things haven't been going right. I feel like it was more like, shoot, because I'm getting an intuitive hit here, and it's weird because it's something like the sun wasn't where it needed to be. That doesn't make a lot of sense logically. So this might more so point to you were just a victim of what was happening astrologically the past couple months. However, with this Five of Swords here, I do see things kind of reconciling itself, especially by the winter season. Well, we're technically in the winter season. Happy November, y'all. But more so, I feel like what's going to happen is things are going to start slowly balancing each other out because now the planets have shifted in a way that's in your favor. It's like you just needed that planet. You're like in the same situation as me. You needed that planetary shift to get back into it. So I do think things are going to start coming into balance more. I hear financially really strong too. So I think the finances are also going to improve a little bit. I hear something involving family ties or family connections are going to improve a little bit. So if there's been a little bit of tenseness within your family right now, or just within like your social settings or situations, those are probably going to start getting better too. It's really weird because I feel like you've probably been a little bit anxious lately. It's like hidden, reserved, kind of pushed back. I feel like that's going to change as well. But also there's a need for you to, I'm getting very specific messages for you. This is kind of wild. Yeah, my friend, there were some messages in there for you. I hope we can go through this at some point in time and kind of clear that up, because that was interesting for me too. Shoot. But I hope that was able to help give you some clarity. I don't like when spirit just takes over like that, and they're like move, and they get pushed out the way, and they got to just deliver whatever this is. Good Lord. They really said, when you say spirit take the wheel, sometimes they do it literally. And that's what that was. So thank you so much for your beautiful question. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and jump into another one. Let's jump in some more. Oh, and we have our emoji contest winner, Melee. Man, with the emojis going strong, congratulations, you are emoji contest winner. Everyone, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for, throwing up those emojis, because every time I'm on, there's an emoji contest. So let's figure out what deck I can use for you today, Melee. I feel like something different. Now, how different we want to get. Let's get into some hummingbirds, because I want a positive message. Usually I like reading people for Phil, but I feel like you need something a little bit more positive in your life right now, because I feel you need some warmth. So let's go ahead and jump into this for you. So you have clear skies ahead. The storm has passed, dear one. Let the rays of sun warm your feathers as you welcome in a new day. I feel like this is a call for you to kind of push on. And it's like, that's why I feel like you need some positivity, because it feels like you may be sometimes entertaining the not so wonderful thoughts, the dark thoughts, the feeling of things are going horrible, therefore it is horrible, and therefore everything sucks. And trust me, I feel that, because that is me. I have that level of apathy too. But there's a need for you to kind of look forward to what's coming, because sometimes I feel like you get very lost in what has happened or what could happen. And unfortunately, when you forget to look, Melee says, yes, positivity. Yeah, I think you need that real good. All those hearts. I love it. From Kelly, I really feel like there's a need for you to kind of remember what exactly you're flying towards. What are you flying towards? What are you moving forward towards? And just remember, the negative stuff that's going on, it's temporary. Now let's see. Your next card is Keen Vision. Sharpen your focus. The course ahead becomes clear. So this is resonating. This is popping. I love this for me. You need to really sit with yourself and really determine where it is you want to go from here, because everything is going to come to fruition the way you want it. Hearts aflutter. Join the dance of romance that is swirling around you. Open your wings and let love in. And it's not just romantic love. It's the love of life. It's the love of the journey. It's just the love of where you're going. You need to reopen yourself, because I feel like you're a little bit closed off in those negative thoughts of things are just going to crap and it's not going to get any better. So you have to reopen your heart. And it's really hard when you're not really feeling it like that, when you feel like everything is just going off the wire, like everything is just exploding around you and that darkness is encompassing. But if you continue to think about that darkness and revel in that, you're not going to do anything but create more darkness around you in that path. So there's a need for you to kind of break out of this mindset of, well, things suck, so things are going to keep sucking. No, it doesn't have to keep sucking. It only sucks as long as you believe it to suck and allow it to suck. And this is a lot of that word in one sentence, but just roll with me. Just roll with me, Melee. So there's a need for you to break out of this negative self-doubt. That's an important one. That wasn't me. That was Spirit who said that. Self-doubt, this self-depreciation, this lack of focus you have towards what good is coming towards you. There's a need to reshift your focus. And I think you're going to get there. Just give it some time and give it a minute. Give yourself a second to breathe. So thank you so much for being our emoji contest winner. I hope I was able to read your soul properly today. And you guys, thank you all so much for jumping in the emoji contest. You guys are awesome. So let's go ahead and keep jumping in, because we got some more time together today. You guys are awesome. And I love this. I love this so much. Hello. And N says, my name is Noha. Oh, that's such a pretty name. My name is Noha. Do I have a future with Cancer, please? Thank you. I want to ask you, is this person the sign of Cancer, or are we talking? I hope we're not talking medically, but I'm thinking you're talking about with a Cancer person. So I'm going to look at this as that is. However, if I am wrong, please feel free to correct me, because, sometimes we be reading a little off. Now, if you were to have a future with a person who is under the sign of Cancer, I don't think the answer is a yes. If anything, I think this Cancer is not going to be the most honest person to you. So you have a moon card. Moon is talking about illusions, fantasies, what you think is there but isn't really there. The expectation versus reality in a situation. That's what I'm picking up from essentially a moon card here. Now, Cancer also rules under the, or moon is ruled, or Cancer and the moon are they are like this. Someone's gonna correct me in how to say that properly. My brain is like radiating right now. So those two are connected, but I'm not seeing him being very, very forthright and honest about what the situation is. You're going to come up out of this relationship or the situationship a little bit on the blindsided. It's like there's a silver lining in all of this, and it's like, well, I get their attention for a minute, but I'm just not feeling that they are honest and genuine with what they're talking about. It's like they want to give you this ideal that this is destiny, this is what it's going to be, and we're going to be so in love. This moon card, this illusion of what is there, they are not going to be the one to give that to you. Do you two have a future? Not a very clear one. I feel like there's a lot of misleading going on. There's a lot of let me feed you a fantasy, my love, kind of thing going on. So I'm not really seeing a concrete future. Me and the Bell are having an affair today. So I hope that was able to help you, Noha. And I love your name so much. It's so cute. I love it. So thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. And let's go ahead and jump into the next one. We got time today. Linda wants to know, will I be hearing from my son, or is he going to continue the stubbornness? And there's more, but is he going to continue the stubbornness? That's an interesting question. Will I be hearing from his... Oh, yes. Okay. So she asks, will I be hearing from my son, or is he going to continue with his stubbornness? Okay. Will you hear from him eventually? I think, yeah, he's going to break down. I feel like by the holiday time, he's going to break down. He's stubborn, yes. But with the sun card being your first card out, I think, yeah, he's going to break, especially toward this holiday season, especially if you're in the U.S. I think that he is going to, it's just going to take him a minute. There's almost a need to mature. There's a need to sustain himself, especially with this Eight of Pentacles. So once he's able to get his thought process in order, yeah, I definitely think he's going to contact you. I see this being closing in toward December. I think December, maybe even before Thanksgiving, if you're in the US. So like late, what is this month? Oh my God, November into December. So I hope that was able to help. Good luck. I hope that situation rectifies itself and he stops being so stubborn, because stubborn is as stubborn as. So thank you so much for your beautiful question. Noha says, thank you so much, dear. So grateful for your time and energy. Thank you, Noha. It is my pleasure, and I love to do this, so I'm more than happy to lend my time and energy to all of you. So thank you so much for even just asking your question and allowing me to read your energy. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Let's go ahead and jump into our next one. You guys are great. So Flintborn Dynasty LLC asks, hello, my name is Antone Copper. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I suck with names. And I need your help. My wife has left me to be with someone else, and I want my wife to come back home. Oh my goodness. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that's happening. Now let's see. I can help figure out if she is going to come back. How to get her back. I think we would need a much longer session, which you can, book one. mypsychicconnection.com. But I feel like I don't think she is trying to come back. I don't think she's going to come back. I think she's kind of stuck in this energy of things aren't going well and I'm not happy and I no longer want to deal with this. So you're coming up with a Five of Wands upright. And that's giving me this impression that she is really fighting this idea. She's fighting you. She's fighting the idea of coming back. She's fighting whatever happened between the two of you. she is trying to push as far away from it as possible. So I feel like the situation is going to cause more conflict between the two of you, especially trying to essentially get her back. Now, there is a Page of Pentacles reverse here, and this is talking about not coming forward. She seems to be very strong-willed in her opinion or her feelings about not wanting to come back into this. And an Ace of Cups reverse, she no longer wants to be within the situation with the two of you. So I feel like it's not going to happen, especially with this Two of Cups reverse. And I'm so sorry because that's horrible that that's happened. But I think she is making a more streamlined decision to not come back and to stay within what she's building elsewhere. And I'm so sorry, my friend. I do hope things get better for you. And I do hope you are able to heal from that scenario because that is a lot. And thank you so much, though, for your beautiful question. I do hope for the best for you coming up. So, we have a minute. Let's go ahead and jump into another question. You guys are awesome today. Firefly Magic asks, hi, Bunny. T, the Gemini, is currently pursuing me. What sort of potential partner will he be for me if I explore this? Okay. So I feel like if you were to explore with this person, it could be a good thing in a way. They're going to be very different from what you expect them to be. T is not kind of what you expect. And so while there's a chance for a new beginning between the both of you, what I do feel like, especially, here with this death card, sorry, I just keep talking off the cuff and I'm not showing you the cards. My bad. But I feel like there is this balance that is going to be this kind of just shaken up. I feel like they're not a very balanced individual. And while I think there's a relationship that can certainly come from this, the balance that they bring to your life is going to feel more like chaos because I feel like there's something you need to heal from. Past situations you need to heal from before moving into this. So this could leave one person or you or him feeling like they're not receiving enough, they're not getting enough in, and it almost feels like there's a close offness. It's like seeing what has spilled before you instead of seeing the potential that could be. And this is more of a subconscious thought and feeling. So I feel like while it is not a bad thing, it is going to be a significant change, but it has to be a change you're ready to work through, because if you are still in the process of grieving through something that has happened with another, or you're not trying to actually push forward and you're trying to bury emotions, it's going to be a much more difficult process. It's going to be a significantly more difficult process because they are trying to come in with an offer. The problem is if you're not ready to open your heart that way, it's going to be a much more difficult situation to grow into. So it really determines on if you're ready or not. So I hope that was able to help my friend Firefly. And you guys, we have reached the end. Unfortunately, though, however, I am on here twice a week. You can catch me, Mondays for I Am Human, where we be interviewing people. And my next interview is the beautiful Cassidy the Card Slinger. I'm so excited. I love her so much. She is like the crush. But you can see me Monday, 6 p.m. for I Am Human, Cassidy the Card Slinger. And then every Wednesday at 6 p.m. you can also see me here on Down the Rabbit Hole. Now, don't be sad because we have more shows lined up for you tonight. So tonight at, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, 10 p.m. You can see Whispers in the Forest with Psychic Squirrel, and at midnight, you can see Journey Ryan Live, do Journey Ryan Live things. So there's so much more show for you tonight. You have time, take a break, get a snack, and then come back and watch our channel. This is why you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for creating this chaos with me today. And I cannot wait to see you guys again in the next one. Good night.